What's going on, y'all? It's A Boogie. Um, Today's video is something that I've been working on all week, and I actually found out that they have a replica of Chauncey Billups, who is actually who my build was made after. So that threw a wrench in my video. So I'm remaking it right now. But what I need your help with is whoever works on the builder as far as this replica aspect. I love it. I would love to work with them. I feel like some of the builds could have been done a little different. I know with the amount of attribute points, we can't get everything right. But I made this build a little different, and it actually came up as a rare build. And in this video, I'll explain the reason I made my build the way I did and the differences in the two. There's some great things about this build that I didn't think of. So please just give me a couple minutes of your time and let's work.
Matrix in his bag.
Let's fucking go. What? About to get this fucking work though. Bro, what the fuck?
Hey, why? Wake your ass up!
All right, let's get right into the builder, y'all. So for the replica build, we want to go PG. And then with the number, you want to get the number the same as the person that you're making. So with Chauncey Billups, we're going to go number 1. And then we're going to go 6'3" for the height. We're going to go 202 pounds and then 6'6" for the wingspan. And then with Chauncey, you can go any body type, but I'm just going to go solid. All right, so for close shot, for the replica, it's going to go 86. Driving layup is going to go to an 88. Driving dunk is going to go to a 32. And post control is going to go to a 40. That's going to give you a total of 14 finishing badges. And then for shooting, for mid-range and three-pointer, you're going to go to an 84. And then for free throw, you're going to go to an 83. That's going to give you a total of 23 shooting badges. You're going to be able to get a lot of tier 1 on Hall of Fame. Your tier 2 is going to go with, you're going to get all gold. You're going to get your space creator as a Hall of Fame. Your tier 3, those daily 3-point badges, you're only going to be able to get those to a silver and then limitless to a bronze. I would have done the shooting different. I'll go over that in the second half of the video when I show you guys my build. But 23 shooting badges is that's pretty decent for PG, especially when you want to have the physicals and the playmaking as a point guard. So I mean, that 23 to 25 shooting badges, that's perfect for a PG. And then for playmaking, pass accuracy, you're going to go to a 90. Ball handling is going to go to an 84, and speed with ball is going to go to an 85 to give you 24 playmaking badges. That's a decent number too. I feel like the playmaking part is pretty spot on with what I would have done. Defense is a little different with this build. So you're going to go interior defense to a 54. Your perimeter defense is going to go all the way to a 90. Your steal is going to go to a 68. And then your block is going to go to a 30. Offensive rebound is going to go to a 33. And then defensive rebound is going to go to a 50. This is going to give you 14 defensive badges. Chauncey, he was decent on defense, so I can't complain about the 90 perimeter defense. I feel like everything else though was just kind of fluff. And for PG, you're not gonna play interior defense. A 30 block is kind of useless. You know, the offensive and defensive rebounding is. I feel like for a PG, especially with 2K, how limited you are, those points could have been used somewhere else. But 14 defensive badges for a PG is okay. I would have done it a little bit different. And then for the physicals, you're gonna go 88 for speed, acceleration, strength. You're actually gonna put that to an 80. Chauncey was a lot stronger than people gave him credit for, just because he didn't have that muscular build. He's a lot stronger, and he was able to play in the post. And then stamina, you're gonna put the rest of that to a 93. Decent physicals, pretty close to what I would have done. And then for the takeovers, I would go with limitless, and then a playmaking like team rating boost. Just because Chauncey, even though he was a PG, his name's Mr. Big Shot, so you want a sharp takeover somewhere in there. But once you create this build, it's actually going to compare it to Conley, Van Fleet, and Trey Young. And then that's where it's going to pop up with you create Mr. Big Shot. So I'm very excited that they gave him props in this game and made him a replica, because there's only so many. But Chauncey is one of my favorite PGs. I'm from Detroit. Grew up with the Bad Boys, but the 2004 Pistons is one of my favorite teams. So I'm very happy that they put him as a replica build. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to create the real Chauncey. All right. So once again, we're going to go point guard. Got to go with number 1 for Chauncey, even though this isn't a replica. And then we're going to go 6'3", 202, 6'6" wingspan, solid build. So for my build, my layup is down a little bit compared to the replica. It's an 80, which is still a very good layup. And then for post control, just because I feel like Chauncey, how strong he was, he's able to control the post, back down other point guards, and that was a big part of his game. I wish I could put more on dunking or something like that, but from a numbers aspect, I would rather use those points somewhere else to make him true to how he played. But so with this build, you're gonna get 10 finishing badges. Once I complete everything, then I'll go over the badges. I'm gonna drop down to physicals. So for speed with my build, I'm gonna go to an 88. For acceleration, I'm gonna go to a 90. Strength, I'm going to go to a 62. I'm gonna leave vertical the same. And then for stamina, I'm going to put that up to a 92. So this is actually very close to the physicals that the replica has outside of strength and vertical. The replica have more strength and more vertical, but I feel like without having anything on block or dunking, vertical is pretty much a useless physical. I would rather put those points somewhere else. Next, I'm going to go to defense. So for perimeter defense, I went ahead and went to an 87. For steals, I went to an 84. And for perimeter defense and defensive rebound, I just added 1. So it goes for 28 interior defense, 43 defensive rebounding, to give you a total of 19 defensive badges. I feel like that's that sweet spot with the PG position, especially depending on what mode you're playing. You may not have a lockdown. So you want to have as many defensive badges as you can get without hurting yourself on offense. So I feel like 19 is that sweet spot. So this is going to give you 5 more defensive badges than the replica build. And then for playmaking, for pass accuracy, I went ahead and upped that to an 88. I want to say the replica had it at a 90, so I just dropped that down to an 88, which is not far off. For ball handling, I went with an 85, and then speed with ball, I also went with an 88. So this is actually going to give you, you're going to be faster with the ball. It's going to give you more playmaking badges than the replica, and you're also going to be able to get that quick first step badge. So I feel like that's crucial at that point guard position. And then I'm gonna go up to finishing just because I want to finish. The last thing I want to do is shooting to show you Mr. Big Shot. So once you added your physicals, it actually changed a couple of your finishing badges to silver. So you're able to get that Giant Slayer, which I feel like is needed for any point guard, because it's going to give you a boost to your layups over taller defenders, which more than likely everybody's going to be taller than you. So why not use it? You're also going to get that gold post spin technician, which if you're a back down type build, you can definitely back down players with this build. Chauncey like to do that, you know, bully people in the paint, even though you don't get the bully badge. Speaking of bully, with this build, because you don't have that high strength, I feel like those points are needed somewhere else. But I feel like 10 finishing badges is decent for this build, especially when you're not going to really look to finish at the rim, but you're going to be able to score on the break. So now what you have been waiting for. So with the replica, they had 84 mid-range, 84-3. I feel like an 84-3 is not good enough for Chauncey. His name was Mr. Big Shot for a reason. He's going to hit that clutch shot. The magic number to me for a three-pointer, to be an elite shooter, you want to hit 91. 91 also unlocks Curry's jumper. So just upping the 3 to a 91, your tier 2 badges are going to be Hall of Fame except for catch and shoot, and then your tier 3 badges now are going to be gold. Before they were silver and bronze. So just adding that couple points to your three-pointer is going to make a huge difference. I wish I could add more to the mid-range. Actually, let's see. So for free throw, I want to give him a decent free throw. But for this build, I went with the 86 free throw, 77 mid-range. And let me just check the rest of the numbers. So we went there, 88, 85, 88. For interior defense, we went with 28, 87, yep, 43. Okay, yeah. And then close shot, we're actually going to put the extra points there for 58. Sorry, that's actually going to give you 11 finishing badges. So you're only 3 off from the replica, but compared to the replica, this build, you're actually going to get way better 3-point shooting. You're going to get better badges. You're going to be faster with the ball with your playmaking. It's going to give you an extra playmaking badge that you can put on quick first step or somewhere else. And then you're going to get 5 extra defensive badges. So I feel like this build fits Chauncey a little bit more. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Definitely let me know who you would like me to build next. I got a lot of builds already saved in a builder that I'm going to work on videos for, but I wanted this to be my first one. I was going to put this out a few days ago until I saw that Chauncey was actually a replica build, and I just wanted to compare and see how far off I was. And I feel like this is a great opportunity for me to show how I would make builds compared to others, and how I can benefit 2K. So, all right. And so once you actually hit continue on this build, we're going to go, once again, we're going to go with the sharp primary takeover. Secondary, we can do anything. I'm just going to do playmaking just for the fact that it's a PG. But once you create this build, this is a rare build. I have not seen anyone with it. It's going to go Heinrich Van Fleet Conley. But it's going to come out with the diming 3-and-D point. That is very rare. I've seen 3-and-D guards. I have not seen a diming 3-and-D anything. So I created this the night 2K came out. Game has been out for a week. Still have not seen anyone out there with it. So let me know what you all think, man. And let's get it. Appreciate that love.